What is up? Welcome to another awesome day, another awesome Tuesday. Welcome to another awesome segment of Sanusi Vision. Thank you for joining me. TikTok people, YouTube people, welcome all to the chat, man. Today, my name is Adewale Booker Jr. First of all, let's introduce ourselves. I'm focusing on the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe because I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I was kind of exhausted, so I had to leave it alone. I don't want to come here yawning every 2 seconds. So the main thing today is we're going to focus on the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, the heroes, the whole Karjakz the heroes specifically. So welcome to the chat, TikTok people, YouTube folk. Yo, good to see all of y'all, man. I know you TikTok's about to get this thing properly cracking. So yo, welcome to the chat, y'all. Today, because the comic book, the official comic book is coming out August 27th, 2025. So which is next week, basically. I'm excited about it. So please like, follow, hit that notification button so when I come on, y'all know what's up. So the how to get to 10,000 plus again in likes. That's what I'm talking about. So show the love, spread the love, because we're about to talk about some awesome characters. Because the last time I was on, which was on Sunday, which was drawing day, I talked about the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. But I told y'all on Monday I was going to talk about, the characters from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. I want to give you a proper breakdown, which I'm going to do today. So thanks. First of all, I want to thank everybody who continues to check out my channel every night. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Hey, man, commitment. Look at that. In like less than 2 minutes, I'm already at 101 likes. So y'all, appreciate y'all, man. It takes a good minute to put together a comic book, man, especially if you're going to put together a good one, a great one. This is my first comic book I've ever put together, so I really can't tell you anybody else's journey, but I can tell you my journey. It took a good minute. So I worked on this comic book for 9 years. 9 years of amazingness. It was a lot of work, a lot of commitment. Just, y'all going to laugh when I say this, but really the biggest part of the commitment was not giving up. You know what I'm saying? I stressed that enough. Just not giving up and knowing that, hey, I got to get to this thing. I got to finish this thing, because start and you got to finish. That's very important. So to all my TikTok folk, to my YouTube folk, thank all of y'all, man. So let's get to this show. Unbelievable. Already, in less than 2 minutes, 3, 4, oh my God, almost 500 likes already. This is crazy. All right, look, let's get to it, man. The whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. This whole thing right here, this is what all started. But I'm going to break down all the heroes today. Who are the Karjakz, right? And look, I'm going to use posters. I'm going to use my drawings from my iPad. I'm going to use my drawings from my actual posters that I actually sell to customers. I'm going to go with the picture that reflects, but I'm going to focus on the character. The heroes are the primaries today, because there's no way I can talk about the heroes and the villains. That'll take too long. That'd be like a 3-hour event, man. So y'all, we're going to focus on the heroes and the heroes today. And then next time I come on again, I'll focus on the villains. So y'all, let me get the images up real quick, because the Karjakz are the heroes, led by Colonel Sarah Jones, Escalade. So, like, the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe thing started like this. Because I got to tell you how it all started, which was this right here. That's how the whole thing started. In 2009, and I didn't finish the original till the first version of these characters till 2012. So this is how it all started right here, right? So I started with this. Now, these are all your heroes. So on one side, you got the heroes. On the other side, you got the villains. So the Karjakz are the heroes right here. The assassins are the villains. Now, these are the various versions I've had, and then I'm going to go into each character. So this is version 3, basically. 2, 3, 3, right? No, I'll say 3 and 4, right? So look at that, 1.5K likes. That's crazy. And then this is version 5 of my characters right here. Where is it at? This is currently where we're at right here. Version 5. You know what I mean? So version 5 right here. This is where version 5 is at. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, y'all. And so when you're doing this much work, you have to be committed to what it is you're doing. So let's start off with the character that started off everything, which is Cajun. But let me break down the heroes to you. Now, the stuff you're going to be reading, I'm actually going to read it, because this is stuff that's actually going to come up from the first ever Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, first ever Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book. So this comic book, like I told you, is the first one I put out in this Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, but it's the beginning of many more, because actually, as I'm talking to y'all right now, I've actually started working on the second comic book. You got to stay ahead of schedule, y'all. So look, the Karjakz, right? They are a group of heroes who have joined forces to defend the world and the universe from the evil menace known as the Assassins. Now, these are the Karjakz right here, right? I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you some posters. These are the heroes right here, the Karjakz. You know what I'm saying? And look, when I started the Karjakz, right, that whole idea started off with me creating a character based on me. Thank y'all for all the emojis and all that cool positive energy y'all are sending out, man. Please don't forget to share. Share, share, and share, share, and share so we can get more people into the chat. The goal today is to try to get to 100 people in the stream, and they try to get to 10,000 likes or as many likes as I can get. We'll take as many as we can get. You know what I mean? But yo, right here, these are all the Karjakz. Now let's break all the characters down to you. We got Sphinx, Escalade, Cajun, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel, Glocks, Rasputin. That's all the heroes right there. Now, I'm going to break that down even further. So now, let me start off with the characters, right? And look, these are if you're a poster fan, like me, you love having art on your wall, well, trust me, you want to go copy one of these. Hey, everybody, let's make it clear today. Today's about Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. I'm not going to answer any questions about sneakers, about none of that. It's all about the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. So don't ask questions because I'm not really going to see it. My focus is on what I came here to do tonight. So I appreciate everybody who's here with the positivity. And if you're here with the negativity, you might want to leave. Or I'm just going to block you and report you to TikTok for harassing. You know what I mean? So check this out. Look at this, y'all. Check this out. So that's the entire Karjakz Vs Assassins. That's version 3 right there. Now, if you're a fan of posters, I'm going to show you the Karjakz, the heroes. Look at that. That's all the Karjakz right there. So, but don't worry, I'm going to show you the posters at the end of the stream. So now let's start off with the first character, Cajun, right? And actually, I wonder if I can show y'all the version 1 of Cajun. I might flip my camera. No. Look, let's just go like this. So look, let's break Cajun down. So Cajun is the first character. This is this character right here. This is the created from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. YouTube folk, TikTok folk, yeah, I'm double dipping. I'm actually streaming on TikTok. I'm actually streaming on YouTube at the same time. This is how I do it now, man. I got to multitask. I can't be bothered to try to put my energy into, there we go. I see some people that I know. Appreciate that. I see my boy Joey up in there. You know what I mean? Appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you joining the chat. And look, all of y'all, we're already at 2,000 likes already. And it's not even been like 10 minutes yet. Yo, that's crazy. So y'all keep hitting them likes. Keep sharing the channel. Get your friends up in here, man. Let's go. You know what I mean? Let's get this thing cracking. So now look, first of all, this guy right here, Cajun, he's the first character I ever created, literally. So I had this character while I was in college, and I just didn't know what it was going to look like. I just had the name in my head, and I would say it to myself all the time. And then my best friend was like, yeah, I think I got an echo because I'm on 2 platforms. I think that's what's going on. Man, I ain't trying to, I got you, Joseph, but I think I got echo going on because I'm on 2 platforms. It's reverbing from the YouTube spot. I'm not sure what's going on up in here, man. This thing be tripping sometimes. But y'all keep hitting them likes, Now look, this is what happened right here. So you got Cajun right here, who's based on me, and then Sphinx, who's based on a character that's like, I love dogs, right? But my favorite dog is like a husky. So I figured I didn't want to draw a husky, so I was like, I'm gonna draw a blue tiger. So once I got that, so this guy right here is based on me. And growing up as a kid, my favorite character was like Blade, as y'all well know, Blade. And then my second favorite character was Iron Man. Well, actually, my second favorite character used to be Wolverine. And then as I got older, Wolverine got demoted, and then Iron Man got promoted. You know what I'm saying? So for the longest time, Iron Man was number 3. But I'll be honest with y'all, them X-Men movies didn't do Wolverine no justice. And them Avengers movies made Iron Man look super sick. So then guess what happened? Iron Man went up, Wolverine went down. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happened, y'all. Next thing you know, right? Next thing you know, Iron Man's number 2. So now I said to myself, there was also another character called Techno Man. Y'all might know Techno Man. If you don't know any Techno Man, go up on YouTube and check out Techno Man. Techno Man is one of the coolest animated Japanese cartoons you've ever seen in your life. It is straight fire, y'all. Straight fire. One of the best things you've ever seen in your life. So Techno Man gets up in there. And look, y'all, as usual, my channel is one of the top channels streaming right now. Can you believe that? And all we got is 5 people in the chat already. But I'm one of the top 5 already. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all know what this channel does. So we ain't got to deny what this channel does right here. So appreciate all of y'all support. So share, and share. Let's go. So now I got this character. He's the first character that's conceptually creating in my mind, but I didn't really draw him. So I said, well, I want a combination of Blade, Iron Man, and Techno Man. And then, of course, my favorite turtle was Leonardo. And hey, let's make this clear. Leonardo's probably the best turtle ever. Now, some of y'all might dispute that, but I don't know. Some of y'all might think Raphael's the best. Some of y'all might think Michelangelo's the best, Donatello. But yo, I have that fight with my brothers and my sister all the time. everybody's fighting about who's the best turtle. I'm like, whatever, man. It's the dude with the blue bandana. That's who the best turtle is. I know, right? Joey, that's funny as hell, ain't it? So, you know, and what's going on next thing you know, I'm creating characters. And I was like, okay, so I start growing up on Iron Man, Blade, and all that stuff. But you get to a point where you're like, okay, how many times can I draw these same characters over and over and over? See, look over here. Joey talking about Mikey. Man, you better get up out of here. Man, you don't lost credibility after that, man. Joey's like, man, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate, look at the likes. That's crazy. We're going to have 4,000 likes already. You know what I'm saying? But see, somebody else said Mikey's the best too. Y'all are tripping, man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know Leonardo's the best. But like I say, right? And then next thing you know, I'm over here like, okay, I'm going to put together my character. And I got tired of drawing like Wolverine, Iron Man, even Blade. And I love Blade. Blade is my favorite character that's not in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. But I said, I got to come up with my own, man. So like in 2009, I started creating my characters. I didn't realize it would take me almost 4 years to create my characters. And I was, real talk. It would take me 3 to 4 months to draw each character. And I was hoping that I would draw each character without messing up. You know what I'm saying? There's always, this is the funniest part of being on the stream. There's always somebody whining about price. We're not even going to pay you no attention, man. You don't exist. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious. Sorry, some things cost more than $1. I know y'all want to laugh about that right there. But look, now what happens with my character next is this. So I start creating a character. So I'm thinking Blade, Iron Man, Techno Man. I'm thinking Leonardo. I'm thinking, man, those are the combinations. And I love katanas. I'm a martial artist. I box. I know martial arts a lot. So I was like, well, my character's definitely going to have swords. That's for sure. Now I was like, I want him to have armor like Iron Man, but be a combination of, appreciate you, Joe, man. Thanks on the gift, man. Appreciate you. Greatly appreciated. So then I got, y'all remember, y'all don't forget to share now. And like I told y'all, we top 5 right now. Shoot, man, I don't move up the rankings up in this streaming tonight, boy. Man, your boy be handling business. I gotta tell you, now I understand why people be on TikTok. Hey, what's up, Sherry? How you doing, girl? It's good to have you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. That's the YouTube folk. So y'all, I'm streaming on TikTok and I'm streaming on YouTube. Multitasking like a mug. So y'all don't mind me if I start talking to YouTube folk. I'm just talking to them folks too because they there too. I didn't want to forget about them. But you know, so it's the story. So Cajun right now is a combination of, I always saw myself as like a billionaire industrialist. So somewhere between the cross between Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. But you know, I wanted my character to have money because you need money to build all this gear for your team. Money to buy the suit, planes, cars, whatever kind of gear the team has. Of course, an armor like this, armor like this probably costs $1 gajillion. So I said to myself, well, okay, so I'm going to take everything that I am, I'm going to put it in this character. I'm going to make myself into an animated character. And that's how I started. So I got one of myself, my 2 brothers and my sister, my best friend, my dream girl, what would she look like, and then my older brother. So I had 7 characters locked. So today I'm going to focus strictly on the hero characters, right? So thank all of y'all, man. 3.K likes, it don't get no better than that. And then what happened next was I started drawing. So the first character I drew was Sincere, but I'm really not going to keep it in that order like that. Cajun was my character. I was like, this guy is the center point of the entire Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Of course, Sanusi, leader of the villains, is the antagonist. But this dude, appreciate you following me. So all of y'all who is not following the channel at the current moment, please make sure you follow. We're trying to grow the channel, man. The goal is to grow the channel to as maximum effort as we can. Y'all know what I'm saying? So we're trying to do our best to do that right there. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of y'all, man. Let's do right like this right here. Look at this. This is so easy to, let's see. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. Yep. So there we go. So, there we go. All right. So I think that, yeah. All right. So y'all, now back to what I was saying. So like I said, appreciate all y'all with the likes, man. So like I was saying, so I decided I want to go with armor. Armor's got to be where it's at. I got to do the armor thing. And then I started doing the armor thing. Hey, y'all, let's get up on the likes, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Let's go. I'm already at 33.6K likes in 14 minutes in. That's crazy. So maybe we can get to this 10,000 tonight. You know what I'm saying? So then we got with sharing. Make sure you share. Make sure you share. Make sure you share. You know what I'm saying? I create this character. I draw armor. Now, out of all the characters I've ever created, Cajun's always the hardest. Usually, I also save him for the last drawing too, as well. You know what I'm saying? I always save him for the last drawing. I always save him for the last drawing. And he's got. And I realized, in order for me to look the way I want to look, I'm gonna draw him like this. So now I start drawing him, and I realize I got a lot of work to do. So I get to the point where I'm like, this dude is the sickest character I've ever drawn. And I'm like, yo, this dude is like Iron Man. Is like taking this like Blade. So he's got all their fighting skills. Yo, that's crazy, y'all. 4K likes. Let's go. Y'all keep this thing cracking, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. So then I create a name. And the original name at first was Jones. Julius Jones. I said, man, I ain't calling this dude no name like that. Because I really wanted a name that was more African. I want to choose a name where I could lean more towards Africa because that's the goal. I'm Nigerian. Of course, I'm born in America. I'm Nigerian American, if that's what you want to call it. But I wanted a character with a name like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted right there. And then so all of a sudden, yo, guess what's happening? I'm drawing a character. I'm 4 months in. This character's being created. So now I got a character that's got armor. He's everything like I wanted. And then the color spectrum itself was hard. So y'all see, right, all that? First, this armor almost became blue. I was like, yeah, we're not drawing no blue armor. Forget that, man. I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead. There we go. Now we got, so y'all, I decided I'm going to go ahead and draw. And I'm going to draw something that's a bit more different from Iron Man, from Blade, because I'm combining them. So I give his armor black and gray. You know what I'm saying? The first armor was actually completely gray. If you actually look at this right here, look at y'all. Y'all going to trip out. Y'all see, this is the original Karjakz Vs Assassins right there. This is the original Karjakz team. And then this is the original armor. Y'all see that right there? I've went through a lot of phases with my drawings. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy. 5,000 likes in less than 20 minutes? Yo, that's nuts, man. Y'all make sure y'all share. Share, and share, man. Man, y'all keep growing this channel, Lamont, boy. I appreciate the love, man. Thank y'all so much. So look, so that's what we got right there, right? Look, and we're also in the top when the top streamers. I'm really proud of what I've been able to achieve. So y'all make sure y'all share. So now we, oh my bad, the damn iPad went to sleep, y'all. Sorry, y'all. So then I'm drawing armor, and when you're sketching, really one of the challenges you face is, aside from poses ain't even that hard. It's just a question of learning how to draw. So really, y'all, while I was creating these characters, I was learning to actually draw. I didn't used to draw like this. You can tell, like version 1 of my characters versus like version 5. You can definitely see there's an evolution in the drawing skills. You know what I mean? So most of it, I like what that guy said. He said, Ray's unknown. I mean, I think it's Vaughn. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself. I love it. That's awesome, man. I love it. Dude's like, we're not trying to hear your negativity. Take that mess somewhere else, man. I love people like that, man. That's awesome energy. So now look, right? So we get into this character. This dude becomes the center point of the whole universe because he's the character based on me. And because indirectly, y'all, I technically created the whole universe. So my brothers and my sister, their characters were based on them. But the good thing is that I have people that were close to me that I could base my characters on. So we got Cajun, right? They create his armor. And then, of course, I love swords. I'm into Japanese style, samurais and all that kind of mess right there. So I integrate that character into this too as well. That was very important. I've watched Ronin Warriors. Like I told y'all, Techno Man, Blade, Iron Man, some Wolverine. I would say those are the main, and Leonardo from the Teenage Ninja Turtles. So those are the main, that helped me to create this character, right? Then, of course, the tiger itself, which is based on me loving huskies. I love huskies. I know y'all love huskies too. Huskies are the coolest dogs, I think. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to draw a husky for the cartoon series. This is going to be an animation series, and yes, I'm an animator too. I can do that too. So not only can I got that pencil to that paper, but I can animate. Yo, this is crazy, y'all. Almost 6,000 likes, man. Almost 6,000. Thank y'all for sharing. Y'all keep on sharing, man. Appreciate y'all. I've seen Afro Samurai. I sure have. I've seen that too many times. Way too many times. You know what I'm saying? That's laugh out loud, man. I've seen that way too many times, for sure. So then what's happening with me is I'm drawing this character. I've created the character. Yeah, Joe was laughing. I created the character. You know what I'm saying? And I got something blue. I got something brewing now. So we got the armor. So then Y'all ain't gonna believe when I tell you this, but actually creating the profile of the character was actually harder than drawing the character, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's straight crazy. So I said to myself, man, we gotta have like a point where I'm having, how do I say this? Like, I want to surpass all the characters I used to grow up as. So whether it was Iron Man, or it was Blade, whomever, Techno Man, but I'm gonna make my stuff look way cooler than that, and that stuff focuses my energy. So next thing you know, I got the armor. The first version, y'all, it's really important for your mommy to show y'all this right here. The first version, which is him right here, y'all can see him. That's what he looked like at first. You can see there's a significant difference between that version and this version. I mean, it just went to another level, y'all. And that really started happening more because I started to watch even more Japanese animation. Gundam Wing, Voltron, Thundercats, oh my God. I'm going blank right now. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. But that's what was happening with me. So I was doing all that right there, and I was keeping this thing popping. Next thing you know, I'm over there just making this character looking amazing. So then, once I finished drawing him, it took about 12 months. I had to create profiles, you know, name, background. Well, we knew one thing, right? Ninja Scroll is another good one. Yeah, that's a proper classic right there. I had to create a profile, so height, name, all that kind of good stuff like that. So what I did, hey, appreciate all of y'all. Now we got 13 people in the chat. Let's go. Let's keep sharing, y'all. More people joining us, and it's crazy, but we're at going on 7,000 likes. That's just nuts, y'all. That's just crazy. And yeah, YouTube folk, if y'all are still there, appreciate all of y'all. Sorry, man. I get lost in TikTok, man. TikTok is cool. So y'all, look. So I started creating the character. So first thing I did was I came up with a name. Of course, now let me give you Cajun's background. Team, of course, is the Karjakz. He's second in command. You know, you would think with all that money he would be the team leader, but he's not. My sister's character is actually the leader because I figure if you got an Air Force colonel on the team, it don't make no sense the person ain't the leader of the team. So I did that right there. And then, of course, real name is Jones Phoenix. I'm going to give y'all some info, but not too much info because when the comic book comes out, you're going to know what's up. Y'all going to know what's up. So Jones Phoenix is his real name. Alias, of course, is Cajun. The name Cajun itself kind of came from, like I told you, I've had that name since, oh my God, for God knows how long. And I just say to myself, I would say to myself all the time. And I'll just be like, yo, this is a cool name, but I got to figure out what it's going to be. What's the purpose of the name? Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Joe, for being around, man. Thank you so much, man. That's one of the homies right there. Thank you so much. You got good night, player. I just got started with this thing. This is what your boy doing. I work them night owl shifts, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Now, look, appreciate all of y'all, man. We one of the top subscribers, one of the top followers right now in the chat. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Now, look. So what's happening next is I create the name. So his real name, of course, alias name is Cajun. Citizenship is USA Nigerian. Then the rest of the stuff I'm not going to tell you. But height, 5'11", and then in armor, he's 6'5". Then weight, of course, is 192, and then in armor is 275. So his armor is quite heavy. And then, of course, eyes is light brown, just like mine. Hair color black, if I had any, when I used to have any. Then his occupation, he's an engineer and, of course, owner of Phoenix Industries, which is the name of his company. So the rest of the stuff, I'm gonna give it to y'all when the comic book comes out, because I'm gonna be doing this every single day till we get to the release of the comic book. And thank y'all again. 7,000 likes, yo, that's nuts, man. I appreciate y'all greatly, man. Make sure y'all share, and share. Let's go, get this thing cracking. So then, of course, yo, this is very integral. Of course, his partner, which is Sphinx, the tiger that y'all are seeing right here on the screen. So this is Sphinx right here, the tiger. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, he's a mystical tiger. That's all I'm going to tell you. Then, of course, he's related to Escalade, Glocks, and Rasputin. Now, you're wondering who those characters are? These characters right here. So you see these 4 characters right here? Glocks, Rasputin, and Escalade are siblings of Cajun. You know what I'm saying? I put together a team, like I said. The characters are based on myself, my 2 brothers, and my sister. That's how I wanted this thing to go. And it went. I'm grateful that all my hard work and vision turned out to make this stuff look really cool, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, and then of course, I'm gonna read y'all. And then of course his parents, right? And yes, he's dating Sincere, who's part of the team, who's part of the Karjakz. And then of course his father is an Air Force colonel in the Air Force. You know what I'm saying? Who's his father and mother, Tracy, and his father is Colonel James Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? And he's currently missing in action. So that's the profile of Cajun right there. Now I'm gonna read you a little bio because I'm not gonna give you everything because this bio, Y'all see this book right here? There's going to be a version 4 of the book coming out soon. Once I release the comic book itself, a version 4 of this comic book is coming out too. Y'all know what I'm saying? So that's going to be crazy right there. That's going to be nuts right there. So now look. Now, y'all, let's get into this thing right here. So now next up is you got his storyline. Jones Phoenix, a.k.a. Cajun, owner and CEO of Phoenix Industries. Tech whiz, businessman by day, assassin slaying warrior by night. That's all I'm giving y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to give y'all everything so you can go either cop the book or you're going to wait for the bio book to come out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at. That's Cajun right there. Now, next up is the next character. Now, the next character is Escalade. And let me let y'all marinate for all y'all just joining us right there. Look, that's Cajun right there. That's the character I just finished talking about. Yeah, these characters, man, y'all, I told y'all, it's going to take a while. If I had to spend all day doing this, I'd never get anywhere. I'd be here all night. Now, hey, appreciate y'all sending the gift, man. Thank you. Now, look, check this out, y'all. This is Escalade. This is the next character. This character is based on my sister. Escalade is a very, very cool character. Air Force Colonel, tactical strategist. You know what I'm saying? She's the reason why I made her the team leader is because, well, she's an Air Force Colonel. It only makes sense to me that if you got an Air Force Colonel, you know what I'm saying, you make her the tactical leader. Hey, thank all of y'all for joining me on the chat, man. Thank y'all for these likes. 8,000 likes, yo, that's crazy. And then the amount of views is even more nuts. So y'all are amazing, man. Y'all keep bringing this positivity every single night. Y'all are, man. And I'm new to TikTok. So the fact that I'm achieving this is really, my gratitude knows no bounds, y'all. Y'all continue joining me every single night. Y'all show up. Y'all don't play, man. Y'all some true soldiers, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, like I said, the main thing for me was, you know, YouTube folk, thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all joining me. I'm sorry. I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. I got tired of going back to back. I'm not doing that no more. It's going to be looking at both screens. And so all of y'all, TikTok and YouTube, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much, man. I think it's nice, the name. Thank you so much for the compliment, man. Yeah, man, I've been working on this thing for like, man, 12 years, man. Actually, no, let me take that back. Yep, 2009, 2012. Yeah, 13 years, y'all. I've been working on this project. So thank you so much. The skill has definitely grown exponentially since when I first started. You know, y'all know how you know being an artist, you kind of get ashamed of what you used to draw. That's how I feel now. But I shouldn't really feel that way because without the beginning drawings, my skill, what I have today, would not be there. Y'all feel me? It would not be there. So thank all of y'all for the positive energy. Now look, Escalade, Air Force Colonel, a.k.a. Sarah Phoenix, right? Based on my sister's character. My sister is a very strong-willed, independent woman, smart as hell, pretty, all that stuff, right? And I said, well, we need and also too, she likes flying, man. Like, my sister would probably be the top person to probably go skydiving. Hell no, I'm not doing that. You're not getting me to go skydiving. That is not happening. You know what I'm saying? But my sister would do something like that. So I figured I'm gonna create an Air Force Colonel. I wanted something military on the team, right? Y'all know what I'm saying? Let me lower this. Y'all give me a second. I wanted somebody military. I'll just change the DJI angle on my camera. I wanted somebody military on the team, Air Force Colonel, and y'all gonna laugh about how I came up with the idea of Air Force Colonel. I used to work at CVS, right? And one time an Air Force pilot came into the store, and I really didn't know any of the rankings in terms of pilots or whatever it might be. And I was asking the guy, I was telling him, hey bro, I'm an artist. I do comics and stuff like that. I just want to ask you, man, what as far as a pilot, what's like a rank that's really good for a pilot? He's like, man, just make the woman a colonel. He's like, who cares? Make her a colonel. And that's where I got the idea of her, Escalade, becoming a colonel. And that's how she became a colonel on the team. So Escalade is the team strategy based on my sister. Like I was telling you, my sister, everything my sister is what Escalade is. I went out of my way, y'all, when I was creating these characters to make sure that my characters are just like the people I based them on. And it's not easy doing that, y'all. Let me tell y'all. It's not easy doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy doing that. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to chase your dream in full totality. In full totality. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what? You know what's cool about me is I don't have time for let's see here. Y'all give me a second. Hey, thank y'all so much for respecting the grind, man. I really appreciate y'all. I thank y'all kindly, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into all that negative stuff, man. All I do is I just hit the block button. You can keep the negativity to yourself, man. Positivity is, you ain't gonna mess up my positivity. I'm proud of myself. Are you kidding me? You know what it is to achieve this? Yo, this is amazing. 30 minutes, going on 10,000 likes. Man, yo, I know we've arrived. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is amazing, man. This is straight up amazing, y'all. So appreciate all of y'all, man. This is totally amazing. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, I'm still in the top 5 of the streamers. Y'all keep me there. Now, let's make sure y'all share. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these likes up. Since I'm at 9,000 already, y'all, let's see if we can reach 20,000. Y'all think about doing that right there? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much, OCSOG. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I put in that work on these drawings, man. I really do. It's a lot of work, y'all. It's a lot of work. But you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for more people joining. So Escalade becomes the team leader. And then so I realized that now I got something cool. Like, and also too, I'd never watched any cartoon or animation series or comic series where the woman was the leader on a team that has so many powerful characters. So that was important to me. And also too, my sister's the youngest out of everybody. So she was like, well, don't make me the youngest in the comics. That sucks. So I made her the second youngest. So my character was still the oldest. You know what I'm saying? But I made her character the second youngest. So that's important. So then creating a name. Remember I was telling y'all creating a name was off the chain. Look. So this is Escalade, right? Y'all see how she looks in terms of the color spectrum? Y'all, it's totally different when you start something from the beginning, man. It's so look here. So check this out, y'all. Look at this. So this is her right there, the first version of her. You can see that a whole lot has changed. You can see that a whole lot has changed. You know what I'm saying? You can see that a whole lot has changed. You know what I mean? So I went from that to this, right? And look, I got to show y'all like this right here. Look, this is her right here. Y'all see that right there? Yeah, that's what she used to look like. I know, right? That's pretty sick. And that's the version 1 of it. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate all y'all, whoever sending out positivity and all y'all sending out negativity. Go ahead and keep it to yourself. Ain't nobody missing that. You know what I'm saying? So then I got to come up with a name, right? And the name itself, I'm going to get into that. That's going to be another episode I'm going to do later. Today's just about the character profiles. The name itself came from the fact that I was like, I need a name that's like my sister's name, same initials, but just a totally different name. So I called her. So now I'm going to break down. I'm going to give you all the character profile, right? So, of course, name is this character right here. And she don't look nothing like this no more, y'all. So this is Cajun, of course. Y'all have seen that. This is Escalade. This is Escalade right here. That's the new Escalade. And y'all, this Bible book is still available on SoundVision.com. In fact, I got a bunch of these to ship out tomorrow. You know, it's crazy. The comic book is coming out, and now these are selling a bunch. Because everybody wants to know the character profiles and stuff before the book actually comes out. Because nobody's trying to get lost, trying to figure out who is who. You know what I'm saying? So now, look. Team, of course, is Karjakz. Rank is team leader. Real name is Sarah Phoenix. Alias, of course, is Escalade. Citizenship, British American. And then, of course, I ain't going to tell you where she was born. Height, 5'10". Weight, 155. Eyes, hazel. Hair color is black. She's an Air Force colonel, ace pilot, and tactical strategist. So her brother is a billionaire industrialist who is Jones Phoenix, who is CEO of Icon Industries, Phoenix Industries, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry, one day I'll tell y'all what that Phoenix Industries is about. You know what I'm saying? But for today, I'm just giving y'all a rundown of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So Escalade, and then of course, she's in terms of fighting skills, oh my gosh, she's got all kinds of martial arts discipline. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that. Weapons, I'm not gonna tell you that either. Y'all gonna get to know that when you cop the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book. And trust me, that book is a masterpiece. Believe that. It's a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? So yo, and then of course, the family info. As you well know, I told you before, she's the sister of Cajun, Glocks, and Rasputin. And then, of course, her parents, of course, Tracy Phoenix and Colonel James Phoenix, right? So remember, this is the family right here. Once again, this is Escalade right here, y'all. Look at this. Glocks, Rasputin, and Cajun are Escalade's brothers. So she's the second oldest. You know what I'm saying? But she's also the team leader. Man, that's crazy, y'all. 11,000 likes. Y'all, man, y'all doing the doggone thing, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all doing the doggone thing. Thank you, YouTube folk, for joining me. Appreciate you joining me. I'm talking to YouTube. I'm talking to TikTok, so y'all don't mind me. I'm just crisscrossing back and forth. And thank y'all so much for all the likes, man. We got this thing cracking. Be sure to share, please. And if you're already not following the channel, be sure to follow too as well. Appreciate y'all so much, man. The positivity is endless. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank y'all so much, man. We in the we are definitely in the in the notations for the top streamers, man. We definitely doing this thing right here. We definitely doing this thing right here. Yep, we've got a lot of people up in this chat, boy. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much. We got a lot of people in this chat. So thank y'all for my continued success, man. 11,000 likes. Yo, that's crazy. Now, so that's Escalade right there. And then, of course, you know I got to read her biopic. Now, look, let me break down her bio. I'm going to give you 2 lines. That's it. So, to whom much is given, much is expected. Sarah Phoenix is a United States Air Force colonel, tactical strategist, and fearless ace pilot. That's all I'm giving y'all. So, for all of y'all who want to get more info, you can get this bio book right there. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be available. And now I got a 4th version of the bio book coming. Then also 2. You already know the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins is coming out August 27th. 2025, which is literally next week, y'all. Literally next week. So on to the next character, y'all. We got Glocks. We got this character right here, Glocks, who's based on my brother. He's based on one of my brothers. So I got 2 brothers and 1 sister. So Glocks is based on my younger brother. He's a tactical strategist. He's the how do you say, the technician guy of the team. Understands computer, understands technology. Most of the time when we got techie questions, we go to him. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty cool. So Glocks is a character, as you can see. Let me show you the version 1 of him. So this is version 1 of Glocks. Y'all give me a second. So this is version 1 of Glocks. Y'all see where it's at now? It don't look nothing like it used to be, right? That's what you call evolution. You know what I'm saying? Thank all of y'all for joining me, man. Appreciate that. Look at that. The count and the views is nuts, y'all. Y'all, man, thank y'all so much for joining me. Make sure you share, y'all. Make sure y'all share, so we can get more people in this chat. You know what I'm saying? If you love comics, you know what I'm saying? You got to join. You got to join. You know what I mean? So, yo, make sure you share. 11,000 likes is crazy. So now, look, Glocks is on the team. He's based on my brother, like I said. And my brother's a tech whiz of the sorts. He figures out technology, understands it. Like I said, he's the dude we go to for technology. So I said, when I create a character, I need to create a character that can do, like, stuff like that. So that's why I came up with the name. I came up with the name Glocks. And then all of a sudden, I'm figuring out how I'm going to draw him, because my intent was to have my brother's characters be twins, which is exactly what happened. So don't worry, I'm going to show you the next character, but Glocks is the tech wizard on the team. There's no type of technology he doesn't understand. This character right here, even as of today, when I go to comic expos, this dude gets a lot of love from people, man. People that are fans of the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, even fans that have never seen me at comic expos, they're like, yo, that character is super sick, man. So, and now the new him, you ain't even gonna recognize him. But that's my brother's character. And my brother's character, my brother, I wanted his name to match his name in real life. So I came up with names, aliases, and all that kind of stuff like I did with all the characters. The way the character looked, like I told y'all, it took me at least, man, 4 to 3 months at least 3 to 5 months every time to draw every single character. So it was hard to figure out where, it was hard to figure out how I was gonna make each character look, how I was gonna get the characters where they needed to be, how I was gonna get the characters to look how I wanted them to look. You know what I'm saying? So coming up with a name was hard. I don't want to say coming up with a name was hard. It was just like, yo, it's funny. Like I said, create the names of the characters was harder than drawing the characters, which is wild. You know what I'm saying? That's straight wild, yo. But I did it. So now I came up with the name Glocks for this guy right here, to insinuate technology. You know what I'm saying? To insinuate technology. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. I'm one of the top streamers right now, man. I really appreciate it. Y'all keep getting this thing up, man. Keep sharing it, and sharing it. And get all your friends to come check this out. If they love original comic characters and animations, y'all want to be here. These are my original characters. I'm not doing no Marvel. I'm not doing none of that. That's old news, man. I just got bored, y'all. I was like, I'm creating my own characters. So then, appreciate that, Adrian, man. If you think this is fire, wait till you see the first official comic book. You're going to be like tripping out, man. Thank you. Please share. Make sure all y'all share. If you got friends that love comics, original character stuff, make sure y'all share. Share, and share. You know what I'm saying? Share this stream right now. Share this stream. Thank y'all so much. So look, so that's Glocks right there. So now let me get into breaking down the character, right? So the character, Glocks, of course, he's part of the team Karjakz. Real name is Chris Phoenix. Alias is Glocks. Citizenship, is USA. Then, of course, place of birth, I can't tell you, but height, 6'2". Weight, 212. Eyes, brown. Hair color, black. Occupation, he's a student. Yes, he's a student. That's right, he's a student. I see we got somebody from Canada. Okay, we got love from Canada. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Let me tell you, art knows no bound. That's what's up. Canada showing us love. Appreciate. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the follow button if you haven't already been following. You know what I'm saying? So then, of course, occupation is students. Major is computer science. I told y'all, he's the computer tech dude. Bunch of students in school, especially him and Rasputin. When the team calls, they got to jet out of class and go save the universe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what was going on with this, man. Appreciate the likes, man. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the likes. We almost at 12,000 likes, y'all. This is nuts, man. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. I appreciate y'all greatly. I really do, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is straight up beautiful. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Now, look. So, y'all, make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all get all your friends to keep joining us tonight, man. We getting there. So, Glocks. Now, let me break down this character. So, and then, of course, as you well know, he's the twin brother of Rasputin. You know what I'm saying? He's a character I'm going to show you later. And then, of course, family info. Oh, man, my computer's about to pass out. Oh, damn. Hell no. I got to put this thing on some juice. So, y'all, yeah, 11,500 likes. That's crazy. That's so many likes. It's not even funny. Then, of course, as you well know, he's family. He's related to Cajun, Escalade, and then and Rasputin. So he's the twin brother of Rasputin, right? So except he's more projectiles, Rasputin is more hand-to-hand combat. I wanted something different, what differentiated them, but made them super cool at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, parents are Tracy Phoenix and James Phoenix. So that's Glocks right there, man. He's a fan favorite. Trust me. This dude is a fan favorite. I sold a bunch of posters of this character, a bunch of t-shirts, a bunch of different apparels, man. He is a fan favorite, man. So that's Glocks right there. Now, let me read you a little line, little bio about Glocks. Make it short and sweet. Chris Phoenix, Glocks, student by day, sharpshooter by night. This smart mouth, cocky hero is one who never shot some battle. That's all I'm giving y'all. Because if you want more, you got to go get you the comic book. And if you want more, you got to go get you the Bible book. Either way, one of those two will give you the story breakdown of this guy right here. He's an amazing character. Next up is Rasputin. Rasputin is this guy right here. Another hero. Now, except this character is based on my one of my younger brothers. You know what I'm saying? Rasputin is the hand-to-hand combatant guy on the team. You know what I'm saying? He does have projectiles. Everything is close range. So, you know, when he's putting hands on somebody, he's really putting hands on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But Rasputin, and like my younger brother, the other character, Glocks, I want to make them twins because my two brothers in real life look like twins, even though they're not twins. Same height, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, I'm going to create characters. I'm going to call them Glocks and Rasputin. And that's what I did. It's kind of cool to imagine something and then let it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool feeling. Even just having my stuff be registered with the government, as far as a comic book, as far as characters, that's done too. So you build this thing up, man, like you're supposed to, right? So then Rasputin, and I remember my brother, he loves Raphael. So I liked Michelangelo. My sister liked Michelangelo. Excuse me, I liked Leonardo. My sister liked Michelangelo. And then my other brother that I showed you before, this character, Glocks, liked Donatello. So then the remaining person was my brother who liked Raphael. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are those that think Raphael's the best turtle, which is hilarious. I don't think he's the best turtle, but I think he's a really cool turtle, but he's not the best. You know what I'm saying? So Rasputin is this character right based on my brother. And Rasputin went through many versions. Look, this is version 1 of Rasputin right here. Y'all see that right there? Look, this is the new version. Who's the best? I mean, depends on who you're asking, man. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you my character's the best. But if you ask my sister or my two brothers, they're going to tell you their character's the best. Or if you ask one of my best friends, he's going to say his character's the best. So it all depends on who you ask, man. I mean, I want to say Cajun's the best because he's the centerboard character of the whole universe. But, you know, it depends on who you ask, man. So, yeah. So now that's Rasputin right there. Now, Rasputin is the scientist of the team. So he's the scientist of the team because he understands science. There's no kind of science he doesn't understand. I'm talking about chemicals, creating cures, all that kind of stuff. And I remember creating my character that I said to myself, excuse me, I need a guy on the team who's a science guy. That would really put together the whole thing if I had that right there. So I just came up with Rasputin. And then Rasputin, of course, he's based on my younger brother. He's a fan favorite. When I created him, I've noticed that my characters relate to people in different ways, and a lot of people like my characters for different reasons. Like I had somebody who liked this character because the character had dreads. He had never seen a superhero that had dreads. I said, yeah, that should be commonplace, man. But hey, it's all part of why art is a very great place for change, because art allows you to change narratives, and that's what I did right there. So you got Rasputin, and he's the guy on the team who doesn't have projectiles. So that means he doesn't have any lasers or any pistols or anything like that. He just has hand-to-hand combatants. He's got hand weapons. That's usually his style. Invite. Nah, that's hilarious. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. I know it's late, but y'all are still here. So I appreciate y'all kindly, man. Greatly appreciated. 12,000 likes, yo, that's crazy. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. So 12,000 likes, I appreciate y'all kindly, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all kindly. Thank y'all so much for joining me. So now look, let's get to this. Now Rasputin on the team, he's the hand-to-hand combatant guy. Thank you so much. Y'all, let's keep getting these likes, man. I think we can get to 14,000. What y'all think? I think we can get to 14,000. Make sure you share. Make sure y'all share. Share this stream. Share the stream. Make sure people know what's popping. Share the stream, y'all. Share the stream. You know what I mean? So now look, let's get this thing cracking. So the first thing is, y'all, you know what I'm gonna do, y'all? I'm gonna share myself. Yo, give me a second. So y'all, yeah. So like I said, this is Rasputin. So Rasputin is the hand-to-hand combatant guy on the team. He's the one with the cool looking motorcycle. I'm not gonna talk about the motorcycle today, but trust me, when the comic book comes out, you're like, oh my God, that's a cool motorcycle. Then of course, now let's give you a breakdown and a rundown of who this character is personally. So first things first, he's part of Team Karjakz. Second, real name is Sean Phoenix. Thirdly, his alias name is Rasputin. Citizenship is USA. Plays a book I can't tell you. But he is 6'2", 209 pounds. So he's 3 pounds lighter than his older brother, than his twin brother, Glocks. Then, of course, hair color is brown. Eyes are brown, and hair color is black with dreads. Yep, I had seen superheroes with dreads, but not a superhero that's actually going to be quite popular. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's only a few characters. I'm not going to mention names because I'm not going to give other companies promotion for their for their characters. But there are some characters in DC that actually had dreads. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. Then, of course, you got occupation is student, major, biology. Fighting skills, I ain't going to tell you. Weapons, I ain't going to tell you. His motorcycle, I'm not going to tell you about. But his family info is the twin brother. Oh, he's the twin brother. He's the twin brother. He's the twin brother of Rasputin. So he's the twin brother of Rasputin. He's the twin brother. He's the twin brother of Glocks. Excuse me. And Glocks is the sharpshooter of the team. So then, right? So we got Glocks, who's the sharpshooter of the team, and then of course, he's related. He's younger brother of Escalade and Cajun. Cool. So hey y'all, we got mad likes in this TikTok, boy. Man, this is amazing. Thank y'all for joining me. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all joining me. Almost at 13,000 likes. That's crazy, man. Y'all appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Let's get more people in the chat, man. Since we got so many likes, since obvious that y'all love my show, you love my streaming, so let's get more people up in here, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, y'all got this. And then also too, of course, he's the now let's read you a bio of who he is. Sean Phoenix, aka Rasputin, carefree like his brother Chris. Phoenix is like his brother Chris Phoenix, but a little more disciplined. Rasputin is a master when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. Really, can his skills be matched? That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Rasputin might be the best combat person in the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Yeah, this character right here. He might be the best fighter in the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And you know, when you create a character, you really never know what you want them to look like. You kind of just know, yo, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then as you're creating the characters parts and info and all that, you're like, okay, I got to get rid of this. This is too much. We don't need all that. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. But that's what I found happened to me. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's what I found happened to me. So I found myself in that state. And I'm like, yo, this is the most awesomest thing that could ever happen. So I created everybody in this Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Every single person. These are all my original characters. And for all of y'all just joining me, be sure to remember, the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book is coming out August 27th, 2025. That's August 27th, 2025, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Now, look. So that's Rasputin right there. Now, look. So that's him. He's the best hand-to-hand combatant guy on the team. Thank y'all for sharing. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share. We're trying to get this thing to about 30 people in the chat, y'all. I know y'all can do it. I know you got friends that want to see cool comics and cool animation and cool characters. So y'all make sure y'all do that. So y'all, that's Rasputin right there. Next up is Diesel. Let me get Diesel. So Diesel. Excuse me, y'all. Diesel is based on my big brother. Well, I consider him like a big brother. Diesel is the strong guy on the team. He's the chief engineer at Phoenix Industries. He's also based on my older brother, and I call him Diesel for a reason because actually the person that this character is based on is actually Diesel in real life. What is the favorite character I've made? Is my character Cajun, KJEN. KJEN I would say is a favorite character, but I would say what I'm expecting from this when the comic book drops is for everybody to have a character they like the most, and I'm sure I'm gonna have fans of Cajun. But hopefully I have fans of Escalade, Karjakz, Rasputin, and all the other characters that I'm drawing. I'm all about growth. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully each character is liked. Now look, check this out, y'all. Diesel is the strong guy of the team. But he's not your regular strong guy. Because I remember watching cartoons, all the strong guys on the teams were always stupid. That made no sense to me. Why not have a strong guy on the team that's actually intelligent? So that's what would happen. I'll be like, yeah, I'm changing this, man. So guess what I did? I got a character. I created a character named Diesel. I said, you know what? He's going to be based on my older brother. My brother in real life is real Diesel. So now Diesel is the chief engineer at Icon Industries. He's super intelligent, just like my big brother in real life. I wanted my brother, everything my brother is, this character is right here. You know what I'm saying? That was really important to me. And then, of course, this guy's got different relations. So his relations is he's the brother of Sincere and Artillery. Artillery is one of the assassins, the villains. And then Sincere is one of the characters on the Karjakz team, which is a hero. So, but before she became a hero, that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? So Diesel is the strong guy on the team. Super strong. His armor offers him invulnerability. So Diesel's main thing is, people just think he's just strong, but he's actually a boxer. And to be a boxer, you have to really have a lot of coordination with your hands, with your feet. So he's a boxer. And he's whatchamacallit. He's the strong guy on the team. He can pretty much make any and everything. You know what I'm saying? Any and everything. So that's Diesel right there. And wait till you see the version 6 of him. You're not even going to recognize him. That's the crazy part. You're not even going to recognize him. So thank all of y'all for joining me tonight on the stream, man. Now look, let's break down his character profiles, right? Real team, of course, is the Karjakz. He's third in command. Real name is Ben Warhawk Gray. Alias is Diesel. Occupation, citizenship, American South American. Then place of birth, I'm not telling you. Height, 6'5", 241. Hair color is hazel. So your hair color is hazel and red when he wears this thing that he wears on his face. I'm not gonna tell you what it is though. When you get to know the character, you'll be like, oh, that's a cool thing he's got on his face, man. Then of course, hair color is black with dreads, of course now. Then of course, occupation, mechanical engineer, chief engineer of Phoenix Industries. Yes, you heard me what I said. Chief engineer. Thank y'all so much, y'all. We just hit 14,000 likes, man. 14,000? Yo, that's crazy, man. Then of course, let's keep going with the profiles. Weapons, of course, I'm not gonna tell you. Fighting skills, I can't tell you. Family info though, he's the brother of Cynthia and Artillery, and he's the oldest of 4 of the children. But his parents are also deceased. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a lot he's got to overcome to become where he is now. Let me give y'all a breakdown of who he is in terms of bio info. Strength and character defines Ben Warhawk Gray, also known as Diesel. It's not only that he's strong in arms, but he's strong in descendants. He's strong in mind. He's strong in mind. Descendant of great Awusa and Apache warriors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I made him a combination of Awusa, which is in my land, Yoruba, then a combination of Apache warriors. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the legendary Apache warriors from back in the day. This character is super sick, man. He's got a cool looking vehicle. Y'all remember how Panther had the Thunder Tank from Thundercats? Well, he's got a cool vehicle too. I really believe that his vehicle is about to enter into the universe of greatest animation vehicle you've ever seen. Yeah, that's how cool the character is. And the beautiful thing is that I'm great at animating too. So I don't have to wait on nobody, Marvel, DC, or whomever, to get me where I need to go. I can just go on my own, which is the coolest thing you could ever do. It's a very, very, very liberating, cool feeling. Now, so that's Diesel right there, the strong guy of the team. as I like to call him, Ben Warhawk Gray. That's what you're gonna call him, but he's super sick, man. So now let's get on to the next character. Give me a second, y'all. Now, next up is Sincere. Sincere is the oh, thank you so much for sending a gift, man. You know, I gotta figure out how to work these gifts. I have no idea how to what to do with the gifts, but hey, thank y'all for sending, man. Appreciate y'all. And look, thanks to all of y'all, we have 14,000 likes. That's crazy. Now let's look up. Next up is Sincere. Sincere is the, let me see. So we got Diesel. Sincere. Okay, yeah, let's go Sincere. Sincere is the thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. Real, I believe. Thank you so much, Mick. Make sure you keep up with the channel so that way you can stay posted on when the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book is gonna come out, y'all. Yeah, that's what we're doing over here. Look, real. Let's check this out. So this is Sincere right here. Sincere is based on my dream girl. Remember I was telling y'all how I started? Well, Sincere was the first character I ever created. That was the first character I ever created that I ever drew. Not created, but drew. Cajun was the first character I ever drew. I mean, created. But Sincere was the first character. Sincere was the first character I actually drew to create an actual character. So Sincere, I worked on her for about 3-4 months, man. The original Sincere, let me show y'all. Look, I'm missing out on some stuff. Make sure I don't miss this. So you seen the original Sincere. This is the original Diesel right here. I don't want to forget. That's the original Diesel right there. Tell me that ain't sick. And then, of course, this is the original Sincere right here. That's the original Sincere right there. You understand what I'm saying? Customized drawing, man. Then, of course, you're going to have Shepard, who's the last one. So Sincere is a character based on my dream girl. I remember telling myself one time, yo, this is after I said, okay, I want to start drawing my comic book. But what do I want the character to look like? Well, I knew I wanted the character to look like half sister, half Native American, which is what I got. So Diesel and Artillery, who's part of the villains, are all half Native American, half African American. So I wanted to get that right there. Then of course, I had never seen. Then of course you have stuff you've never seen. Like I've never seen a woman, a female. I've never seen a African American character with katanas. That was super cool. It was very telling by sometimes I would get hater in. I'm like, y'all some haters, man. I ain't worried about that. But Sincere is a dream girl, and Sincere is one of the top fighters in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. She's an amazing character. Her day job is she's a reporter. Can you imagine that? She's going on reports investigating supervillains, meanwhile trying to stay safe. Now that's crazy, y'all. That's what we're doing over here at Sanusi Vision. Always doing major things, man. Thank you so much for following me. Appreciate that. Y'all continue to help the channel to grow. Appreciate y'all greatly, man. Thank y'all so much. This stream is amazing. Sincere is a character that's based on my dream girl. I wanted a character that was strong, independent, honest, loyal, and all the things that my character was in what my character is what the let me see what the cup holder is gonna what the characters are gonna be. You know what I mean? So Sincere is one of those characters that's based on no particular person. It's based on my dream girl. So one day I'm looking forward to meeting my dream lady. So me and her could build a future together. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That was where I got the character from. So you know what I'm saying? That's what the character. So now, you know what's cool about creating your own original character? You get to decide where they're gonna go, what they're gonna be, and how they're gonna be. So all of y'all who don't like original character design, you can leave. I'm not losing no sleep over you. I'm all about original character designs. So I don't care about whatever you want to do and how you want to do whatever we want to do. But Sincere is my dream girl. You can see she got the cool car. Now, Sincere for me means honest. So I always told myself I want a woman that's honest, honorable, and is going to honor her word. And that's where the word Sincere came from. That's how I came up with the name Sincere. You know, so I just decided I'm gonna call her that. Why not? I'm gonna call her that. And so I did. Now, y'all have seen the version 1 of Get Her, but wait till I read you the character profiles. So this is. Hey, give me a second, y'all. Oh man. So this is Sincere, the original Sincere, like I told y'all. And look, when you create characters, There's no set anything, man. And oh, man, appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The only thing you have that you can really claim to is the fact that you know you can draw, and that's what I could really hang my head off on. I was like thinking to myself, like, how am I gonna draw this character? So I started drawing, and like I told y'all, she's the first character I ever drew. So this drawing right here was the first Karjakz Vs Assassins character I ever drew. Literally the first. Literally, y'all, was the first. All these characters are my own, for all y'all wondering. They're all my original characters. I don't play. I draw original characters. I don't mess around. I'm all about originality. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's Sincere. Now, let me break Sincere down to you. Thank you so much for following me. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that kindly. Oh, man, this is beautiful, y'all. Y'all really showed up tonight, boy. This is beautiful. Thank y'all so much for joining, man. Y'all are awesome. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Make sure you hit the follow button, and definitely continue to hit the likes. Thank y'all so much. So look, let's break down Sincere. So Sincere, and also too, I'm gonna break that info down later. But Sincere is a part of the Karjakz. Occupation is Scarlet Gray. Alias is Sincere. Character citizenship, American, South American, and also too, like I told y'all, she's the brother of Diesel and Artillery. That's not something I've forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Then of course, I can't tell you where he was born. Height is 5'9", weight is 148, eyes is hazel, hair color is black and gray. Occupation, news reporter / journalist. I was like, I need to draw a journalist. I was like, I need a team member on the team that I gotta draw a journalist. Now I'll tell y'all later where the idea of a journalist came from. It was one of the most amazing African American women from back in the day. She was a bit of a journalist, and that's who I'll tell you that one day later, man, some other day. But yo, Sincere, that's Sincere, right there. That's how we came with the character, and then of course, occupation I can't tell you, fighting skills definitely can't tell you. Family info: Sincere and Diesel are the youngest of children who are deceased. So you know, Sincere, Artillery, and Sincere, Artillery, and Diesel are all related. Brother and sister, siblings, you know what I'm saying? So, and then of course, you got fighting skills, which include the Shada Arts and Muay Thai, and Master in Taekwondo. Then you've got also too, can't tell you the weapons, can't tell you the fighting skills. We've got family info. Sincere is official. Sister. Okay, excuse me. Sincere is the sister of Diesel and Artillery. She's the youngest of the 3 children. Yeah, that's right. I drew a character and they made her the youngest of the 3. I just wanted to. I thought it would be cooler. Then, and no, I'm not trying to hear nobody's opinion of it. It's just what it is. What I dreamed of doing, and I created that. It's hard to create characters, let alone give them a profile. You know what I'm saying? And so then, of course, she's a former assassin. Then, of course, she's reached hopefully the goal is for her to figure out. You know, as what I related is that a lot of women like her, because I noticed that whenever I talk about her at the comic expos, people love her. They love the character. They're like, yo, she is sick, man. She is super sick. Thank all y'all for joining me, man. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all who joined the like. Thank y'all so much for joining. Hey, we appreciate you being part of the channel. Thank you so much, man. We got a lot of likes, y'all. We got a lot of likes. There we go. We got a lot of likes. So, y'all, that's Sincere right there. Now, let me break down, and then, of course, other info, she's a former assassin, and she's Cajun's girlfriend. Remember Cajun? This character right here from the beginning? Let me see where you at. That's who she's dating. You know what I'm saying? So that's who Sincere's dating. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. That's who Sincere's dating. So that's Sincere right there. So Sincere is like, she's one of the top fighters in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. She really can give a lot of people a headache. She really can. She's an amazing character. And plus I want to create a very strong base for African American women, because there's not that many superheroes. You got Storm, you got Vixen, you got Voodoo from Wildcats, and that's about all I can think of. And I can barely stand Voodoo, because I feel like when she was created as a character, they made her so weak. For all of y'all, some of y'all probably remember Wildcats from the 1990s. When I watch it, I put in like I watch it on YouTube. YouTube is a great place to see cartoons that you haven't seen in a while that you want to see. And then of course, Now let's break down the bio of this character. So Sincere is Sincere bio it goes. Mystery defines this hero. Scarlet Grey Sincere is a former assassin and She once found comfort in destruction, but that change of heart came. And that's all I'm gonna leave it at that. Trust me, y'all. Getting this bio book, getting this bio book is really gonna make you to be like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. But then actually getting the actual comic book is gonna change everything. You're gonna be like, okay, oh my god, these characters are sick. That's the whole point of creating characters. You want to create something that's sick. You want to create something that's everlasting. That's very important. So I appreciate y'all. Then last but not least, so Sincere once again. Last but not least is Shepard. Quantum Arrow and Quantum Bows, man. I gotta show y'all Shepard, man. This is Shepard right here, the bow and arrow guy of the team, right? And this is also version 1 of Shepard. Look at that, man. Totally night and day, huh? Look at that, night and day, night and freaking day, yo. But that's what we're doing in Sound Vision. Let's put it on Shepard. Night and day. So Shepard is the blind guy of the team. Shepard is the Shepard is the guy on the team who can see without seeing. He's an amazing character. I remember when I created a character, my mom told me, yo, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna relate to this character just because he's blind. I'm like, okay. When my mom said that, it didn't make any sense, but I said, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's probably why there's a lot of people that see this character. So Shepard right here. So look, he's based on my best friend. He's a doctor in real life. So he's a doctor in real life, and Shepard is a doctor in the animation series. So that is super cool. And when you have a character like this, the uniform is pretty sick. So he's got quantum bows, a quantum bow, a quantum arrows, and meanwhile, you've got this character is the type of character that a lot of people could resonate with. I noticed that they don't feel sorry for him as much as they always ask me because of the bio book, is he ever going to find his parents? And I say, I don't know. Should he find his parents? Should he find his parents? I don't know. Wait, what am I doing? I could just do like this. Oh my God, all this whole time, y'all. This is messed up. I could have done that. I can't believe I did that. Man, look at that, y'all. 15,000 likes. That's crazy. Y'all, this is amazing, man. It really is. It really is amazing. Thank y'all so much for being part of the chat, man. Part of the stream. So that's Shepard. Now, Shepard is a character that is blind, like I told y'all. Uses quantum arrows, quantum bows. He's a surgeon. He's a doctor. His background is really kind of sad because he was adopted a lot. Man, appreciate that. Man, his suit is fire. Yeah. And yo, if you think, I think that's who's that saying? I think that's Maddie. If you think his suit is fire, wait to see the new version of him. Man, you're going to lose it when you see it. You're going to be like, what the hell? This suit is sick as hell. Thank all of y'all, man. 15,000 likes. That's freaking bloody amazing, y'all. Y'all just make me look good, man. I can't thank y'all enough, man. Y'all are amazing, man. To be one of the top streamers, yeah, appreciate all of y'all, man. Appreciate all of y'all. Let's see if we can get this thing to 17,000 likes. Maybe even 20. You know what I'm saying? But yo, so, excuse me, Shepard, who's based on my best friend. As I was choosing the characters, like I told y'all, all these characters are are people that are really related to me in a way. I'm very close to them. I wanted my characters to be. I'm so close to these characters. So there's a way you create them, where you create them in a fashion where there's the emotional connection because they're based on people that you know. They're based on people that are important to you in your life. You know what I mean? And all these people that I based the character on are the reason why I am where I am here today in front of y'all. Being able to do what I can do with my original characters, Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this suit is fire, y'all. You know what I mean? Now look, check this out. Now I'm gonna break him down to y'all because Shepard is the last of the characters, and then I'm gonna talk about Sphinx, the tiger. Now look, Shepard, right? Let's break it down. Team, of course, is part of the Karjakz. Real name is Vincent Pierce. Alias is Shepard. Citizenship, Canadian American. I'm not telling you where he's born in Canada. Then, of course, height is 6'1", weight is 195. So he's kind of a little bit. He's protecting himself, so he makes himself a little bit buff, right? Then, of course, occupation, he's a surgeon. Then, of course, the weapons, weapons, I can't tell you all that. But family info, adopted, real family unknown. Then, of course, blind at birth, he uses a sink rises to the sea. See this thing that's over his eyes, man? Y'all see that right there? That's what allows him to see. He's so sick. You know how many shirts of this I made, man? Man, he's so sick, y'all. He's so sick, y'all don't understand. So that's Shepard right there. Quantum Arrows on Quantum Bows. He's based on my best friend. My best friend is actually a surgeon in real life. You know what I'm saying? So it was really cool to come up with these characters, man. The heroes, the Karjakz, they are a different level of superhero-ness. Like, I'm proud of myself that I actually have original characters. I don't have to depend on anybody else to have characters. It's good to be authentic, man. Let me tell y'all. A lot of artists, you can't really call yourself an artist because all you're doing is recreating what somebody else has created. Being a creator and being an artist is totally two different things, y'all. Totally two different things. It's really, a lot of people, I don't think they comprehend the difference between the two. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to show you what's up. But now let me break down the character's bio. It takes more than eyes to see, and on many occasions, this blind hero was at the lead. Fearless and courageous, with a heart fearless and courageous in the heart, with a patience that can cook a stone. Yeah, y'all, I said that. That's the kind of character that I created, man. Diesel, I don't know if Diesel is a cat. Shepard is the type. Man, I'm confusing my characters. And that's why you know I'm getting tired, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna lie when I say this. I've been awake since 5:30 in the morning, maybe 6. Yeah, y'all, I've been awake that long. It's crazy. So, yo, Shepard, man, is the bad dude on the team. He's the truth in 2 quarters. Being that he's blind, being that he's fearless. So the movies that I was showing y'all was the movies that were really the best picture. The characters I was showing y'all, the way I showed it to y'all, is the best way I could show it to y'all without being pixelated. But what I'm going to do now, y'all, I'm going to show y'all posters before I get up out of here. So that's all the characters right there, man. The last one was Shepard. Now, the last one is Sphinx. Sphinx is a character, is a tiger. This tiger right here. Sphinx is a mystical tiger. Now, Sphinx is the guardian of the Karjakz. You know what I'm saying? He's the character who protects all the Karjakz. But his main occupation, his main job is to protect this guy right here. Now, this character, Sphinx, was sent to the past by a god. One of the characters from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need to know. Trust me. There's a lot more to Sphinx than you know. There's a lot more to Sphinx than y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Sphinx is that tiger. He's a mystical tiger. He has different types of powers and properties. Like, for example, he can turn his skin to organic or to metal. That's so sick, man. He's also too kind of like he's the character that can protect everybody. I don't know what I can't give y'all too much info, but the little info I can give y'all gonna get to know. And then of course in the comic book you get to see Sphinx. You get to see Sphinx plenty in the comic book. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the whole comics. He's part of the whole group. And then of course, being that he's a tiger that can shapeshift, guess what he does? He's always shapeshifting into different dogs. That's so cool. I remember one of the cartoon intros cartoon episode that I've created that I'm thinking about doing. Sphinx is always transitioning between tiger and dog. And then Cajun's always getting mad at him because he knows he's supposed to only transition in certain places. But Sphinx don't care. He don't never listen. So he transitions in different places all the time, y'all. So that's what's up right there. So that's Sphinx right there. Sphinx is a mystical tiger, man. With Sphinx is the center point of he's the center point that links the past to the present. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's where it's at with the characters, man. So that's all the characters right there. Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepard, Diesel, man. And of course, Sphinx. That's all the heroes right there. So now look, let me show y'all posters. So that's all the characters right there. That's all the profiles. That's all the stuff that I can tell you about the characters because I can only tell you so much. Now, I'm going to show y'all some posters because I know a lot of y'all love art. If you're fans of art, first of all, a bio book. You want to go copy this bio book right here. This is available on soundvision.com so you can join the movement, be part of the chat. You know what I'm saying? You can read what's going on so you're not clueless about what's going on. And look, all of y'all, please hit the share button and thank y'all for hitting the likes. Well, since we're at 15,400, how about y'all try to get me to 16,000? A cool 16,000. That works for me. I'll take that too. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, now look, let's get into posters. And look, let me break down this bio comic book really quick for y'all. This is the first version of the characters right here. You can see the Karjakz right there. That's version 1. Then you got version 3, version 2 of the bio book. You can see now the characters start to take solid color, right? And then version 3. Oh my God, it's next level. Wait till you see version 4. The characters are so sick, y'all. So sick. Y'all ain't gonna believe what y'all looking at when y'all start seeing the comic book. Now look, so this is the OG one right here. These are the Karjakz right here, the heroes. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to the fact that I can always refer back to my book whenever I'm doing this stuff. It makes it easier to do, man. It sure as hell made it easy to join the comment, to draw the hey, hi, how you doing? I see your people waving to me. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to joining us. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate all of y'all, man. So yo, that's Karjakz right there, the heroes. I'm over here, put the little poster. I mean, so that's the version 1 of the character right there. Then you got version 2, right? Look at that. It's starting to get darker with the character right there. That's even below your OLED. That's even before the end. And then of course, you see this character right here, version 3 of the comic book, of the bio book. The book is incredible, y'all. Y'all got to get a piece of it. It's the stuff, y'all. So that's it right there. That's all the characters. Now, I'm going to show y'all some art posters because I know y'all want to see that. I know y'all want to see posters. I do too. And look, I'm going to put it in a way. I finally figured out a way to be comfortable about doing this right here. Y'all give me a second. Y'all see that right there? These are all the characters from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe right here. If you love posters, you want to go get you one of these right here. Now, this you're really going to share with all your friends right here. You are totally going to share all this with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody who joined me on the chat, on the YouTube, in the TikTok. Appreciate y'all so much. Now, check this out. Look, you got let's start off with the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Today, I'm only going to stop at the Karjakz because that's who I'm showing you. You got Karjakz, the entire Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. You got the heroes, the Karjakz. You got the villains, right? You know what I'm saying? And this is version 3 of my characters. Now, you got the heroes. Let's focus on them. You got the Karjakz, the heroes right here. If you want only the heroes, you can get that too. If you want only the villains, you can get that too. But if you want individual characters, I definitely got all these posters. All these posters are all available on SanusiVision.com. So if you want to get a poster, please feel free to visit SanusiVision.com, y'all. So you got the Karjakz, the heroes right here. Y'all can see them. Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepard, Diesel, Sphinx right there. I know y'all see what's up. I know y'all see what's up. Let me come back inside some more. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, the first character, you got Cajun and Sphinx. All these are posters. I even have 24 by 36 posters. Yeah, I know, right? You're like, those posters are huge. He sure has a lot of big posters, man. I love big posters. But I sell the small ones because it's available for a lot of people that want small posters. Then, of course, next up is Escalade. All these posters, Escalade, available on SanusiVision.com. Escalade was actually the first poster that I actually sold, that I ever sold, that I ever sold. That was the first poster I ever sold. I know it's wild, but that's actually the first poster I ever sold in my life. Then, of course, you got Sincere. Sincere is based on my dream girl. You know, this is what I would want. This is what I would want if I was gonna, when I was gonna have a girlfriend. The properties that she has, the characteristics. These are all the things that I drew into Sincere. I made Sincere become that character, and that's why it's like she's a very cool character. I mean, wait till you see the version 6 of her. Oh my gosh, she's next level. She's next level, y'all. Next level. She's probably one of the best hand-to-hand combatants, like I told y'all, man. She's sick with it when she comes to kicking ass, and she can direct planes and do all that kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But she's a fearless fighter, and she's one amazing driver. Like, she can drive the hell out of a car like Fast and Furious, like that. You know what I'm saying? So next up is Glocks and Rasputin, the twins. Y'all remember these two characters right here that I was talking about? Glocks and Rasputin. Twins, they're reckless, but they're also good-hearted too. Their main thing is, yo, do what they want to do. So imagine teenagers in school, right, in college, and while they're in class, they got to jet off and go save the world. That's how cool they are. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate all of y'all joining the chat. I've been great. Thank y'all for greeting whoever's greeting me. I greet you back. Thank you so much for joining me. So, yo, right there. So these are posters, y'all. Remember, all these posters are all available on SanusiVision.com. So you want to go get your posters. If you love posters like me, I know y'all love art. And while y'all are at it, make sure y'all share this, because now I'm showing you posters. At first, I was showing you the comic book, explain the character profiles on the comic book. Now, I want you to draw posters. I want y'all to go get posters. We got them available on SanusiVision.com. Trust me, there's something you're going to find for you. I promise you. If you come through my podcast, and I don't even care about, like, I have people with, like, talking about, oh, man, that's trash and all that. I don't care what you think. Your opinion doesn't define me. So I'm doing my doggone thing. Thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all joining the chat. So, yo, that's Glocks. That's Rasputin. I told y'all, and I wanted them to be twins. And what you notice about their costumes, they're both the same because they're twins. I wanted the uniforms to be the same, but different. He's a projectile guy, Glocks. He's a hand-to-hand combatant guy, Rasputin. Not to say that Glocks is not a hand combatant, but he likes certain types of weaponry that he's using. And Sincere and Rasputin also likes different forms of weapons that he likes. So, yo, that's all good right there. And it's funny, the story of making them twins was really simple. I had an uncle and an aunt that were twins, and I got tired of them. I told them, you know what? I gotta make y'all characters twins. That's why I got the idea from. So that's why I got, and then I decided to make my two brothers, and my sister into the twin characters themselves. So that was pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? So that's Glocks and Rasputin. Then last up is Shepard and Diesel. You know what I'm saying? Shepard is based on my big brother. Diesel is based on my big brother. Shepard is based on my best friend. Yeah, that's right. We doing major things over here. If you're gonna do something, you gotta do something that's gonna actually pull you forward. And these character drawings, they are next level, y'all. Okay, that's better. I know y'all gonna see that. They are next level, y'all. This character is based on my older brother. And I remember showing him the posters like, man, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all have to remember. Also, too, a lot of my characters are original stuff because I want to do original work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, what does it call it? I'm not trying to meet the criteria or the requirements. It's all about a character looking some way. And this guy's based on my big brother, so he's the strong out of team engineer. All these posters, y'all, I'm not even going to say anything. All these posters, you can find it on SoundVision.com. Thank all of y'all for joining me, man. Thank you so much. Look, y'all, trying to get to 16,000 likes, y'all. I know you can do it. Y'all go ahead and hit 16,000 likes. I'm damn near almost there. 300 more to go, I think. But I want to thank y'all for being part of the chat, man. I know it's late, but hey, I had to go live, y'all. I had to go live. I'll definitely be back tomorrow in the morning early. So y'all, I ain't going to, I'm just letting y'all know. So y'all, that, and then of course that's Shepard, the blind guy on the team. Quantum arrows and quantum bows. Look at this. Look at that, man. That is sick, y'all. I know y'all, you're like, yo, that is sick. So that's the things we're doing over here at Sound Vision, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's all the characters. That's all the posters. That's all the stuff that I'm on. That's for tonight, man. That's all the character profiles and everything like that. Thank y'all so much for sharing, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Yes, a lot of work, man. Thank you so much for the compliment on the artwork. It's a lot of work, y'all. And I definitely always appreciate when people show me love and appreciate what I'm creating because it's not easy. It's not easy to pursue your dream. It's not easy to keep chasing it. It's not easy that I got off from work and I come straight to swimming. Y'all, I've been awake since 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning, y'all. 5:30. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, I'm committed to what I'm doing, man. You know what I mean? And, y'all, just to let y'all know, aside from the fact that the comic book is going to have a comic book is coming out, yo, another great thing. I also have merchandising that's going to be coming. T-shirts, phone cases, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for an amazing release of comic book, but also too, I've also got, thank you so much, y'all. 16K. Yeah. I've also got a comic book. I've also got merchandising that I've got coming, posters, T-shirts, apparel, all kinds of cool stuff. And yeah, y'all, I'm part of the top streamers, y'all. Thank y'all so much for making that happen. I really appreciate y'all. I really, 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 really appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? It's a I don't even know what any of this stuff means, man. Some of this stuff I don't even know what it means, but thank y'all for sharing the channel, man. And that's all the characters, y'all. That's all the characters I want to talk about. I think the Captain America movie was fantastic. I loved it. I've seen it like 3 times already. So I've seen it twice in movie theaters. I'm about to see it I've seen it on when I was taking a flight somewhere. And then I also saw it, and I'm also going to see it on Disney+. So, yo, I love Captain America. I thought Sam Mackie did a fantastic job. Fantastic. Because there's a lot of pushback on that. But today I'm not talking about Captain America. So, yo, I'm going to leave that alone. But I just wanted to answer that question because I am a fan of Captain America. Captain America, Sam Wilson. Yo, thank y'all so much for joining, man. Appreciate all of y'all joining, man. Look at y'all just joining me now. Look at this. We got a bunch of people joining us. Just when I finish all the stuff about the characters, y'all joining now. Y'all must have just woke up or got off work or something just like me. You know what I mean? Y'all, literally, y'all, I came from work and came here. Came straight to streaming. That's crazy, right? I don't never stop. You know what I mean? It was a great movie, man. It was a super cool movie. But yeah, y'all, Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book is coming out. Let me end with that. It'll be out next week. It is coming out. It's going to be an amazing showing. And look, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me because I know one day I'm going to be super proud when one day I'm seeing 100,000 people in the stream with the chat with me. You know how crazy that's going to be? I've already done some crazy numbers. I've done 35,000 likes, which I realize is amazing. So, and I've been consistent with the amount of likes I've been doing, man. So I'm really good for that. But yo, I'm telling y'all, one day the comic books is gonna be released, and it's gonna be some characters that are affordable. Excuse me. I mean, it's gonna be released. You're either gonna like, plain and simple, man. For me, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that sharp pass. I definitely plan on getting there one day. You gotta speak into existence what you want to achieve. My goal is to have 100,000 people in the stream with me one time, all the time. That's the goal. Not to mention likes. We have like a 10 million likes, or however much 100,000 people can bring in likes. I mean, just look at this. I'm at 17,000. 17,000. That's fantastic. So y'all, thank y'all so much for tonight, man. Yes, I have my own comics. The comic book is coming out August 27th, 2025. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all compliment wanting me to succeed, man. Thank you so much. So y'all, all of y'all, keep in mind, the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book is coming out when? August 27th, 2025. So y'all be on the lookout for that. So let me end on this right here, man, like I always do. Your dreams, no, two things I always say, and I say it every night. One, there's no success in skipping steps. The back of the line is just as important as front of the line. Be determined and not desperate. And then the second one, your dreams can be delayed but must never be extinguished. So wait your time while the universe delivers you the right hand. Be determined, not desperate, y'all. Y'all, I can't stress enough the importance of